From a Lego spider that looks like a real tarantula to a fully functional supercar, these are some of the most realistic Lego builds of all time. Let's start with the Lego Bugatti Chiron. Now I know what you're thinking. Minifigured, there's already a Lego Bugatti from the Technic series. Well, that may be true. Did you know that you can actually drive this Lego Bugatti? That's right. It's a real life-size functional Bugatti made with over 1 million Lego Technic pieces. Yes, you heard that right. 1 million. And if you think that's impressive, here's the kicker. It doesn't use a single drop of glue. Just Legos doing their thing. Now you're probably wondering, what's powering this gigantic Lego build? Well, it uses 2,304 Lego power function motors, which if you didn't know, are usually found in the Lego Technic sets. Now, the car only has 5.3 horsepower, but I mean, come on. Going 12 miles per hour in a car made out of Legos is way better than walking, am I right? Next up, we have another Lego build that kind of already exists in the Lego realm, the Lego Titanic. But here's where it's different. This is a chillingly realistic, over 5-foot long version made entirely by hand with no instructions. It has the grand staircase, the engine rooms, the smokestacks, and even the lifeboats. Created by a YouTuber known as Brick Builder, this Lego Titanic is a sight to see. What sets this build apart from the actual Lego Titanic is the attention to detail. The cabins, the decks, and the dining halls. They're all there, recreated with accuracy that's nothing short of astounding. The ship even splits apart, showcasing the tragic moment it hit the iceberg. It's eerie, but nonetheless an incredible piece of Lego artwork. Next up on this list is a life-size cherry blossom tree. And no, I'm not talking about the bonsai tree you can buy for $50. I'm talking about this 14-foot tall sculpture located at the Legoland theme park in Nagoya, Japan. This incredible build used over 850,000 pieces and took around 6,000 hours to complete. The dimensions of this tree are off the charts considering it's made of Legos. Along with being over 14 feet tall, it's also over 17 feet long and has a width of over 16 feet. To no one's surprise, this Lego tree holds the world record for the largest Lego brick cherry blossom tree. But the president of Legoland Japan, Torben Jensen, wasn't even trying to do this at first. He just wanted to welcome the spring season with a bang, and what better way to do it than by setting a world record. The tree was originally constructed by a team of staff in the Czech Republic, and after over 6,000 hours of work, it was sent to Japan for the final touches. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely need to plan a trip to Japan after hearing about this one. Up next is one of the most realistic minifigures I have ever seen, besides the one Adam Savage made, of course. Yeesh. That one still gives me nightmares. This is a hyper-realistic Marine Corps minifigure. Now I know what you're thinking. This isn't realistic at all. It's just another minifigure. But hold on a second. Take a look at how much thought went into this guy. Not only is the camo basically identical to the camo on an actual Marine Corps uniform, but the name is in the right spot, at the right angle, and the pockets are incredibly accurate when compared to the real thing. And also, like, come on. Look at the guy's face. They haven't got the beard stubble down. There aren't just Marines though. If you head on over to battlebrick.com, you'll find all sorts of detailed minifigures that would have otherwise never been made. And for that reason alone, that definitely makes them worthy of a spot on our list. Next up is a Jurassic World piece made in 2018. While there are many Jurassic World Lego sets that are available for purchase across the internet, this build is in a league of its own. It was found in front of stage 18 at Universal Studios and shared to the world by a tweet from Lego's official Twitter. The tweet shared 4 different pictures of the build and stated some facts about it as well. This piece took a total of 2,548 hours to build and used over 700,000 Lego pieces. It weighs over a ton, coming in at 3,560 pounds. The build features the dinosaur Blue standing on top of what looks to be an upside-down Jurassic Park car. Since this masterpiece in particular was built by Lego themselves, it was used as promo for an upcoming movie, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Along with being very good promotion for the movie, it also helped boost the hype for the Jurassic World Lego sets that were soon to be released at the time. Pretty good marketing stunt if you ask me. I mean, who doesn't love giant Lego sculptures? Up next on our list features a Lego mastermind who deserves way more recognition. Take a look at these Lego Pokemon made by Dave Holder. Holder has made a bunch of different Mega builds from all sorts of franchises, but his Pokemon builds are some of the most popular. He first showed a sneak peek on Instagram and asked if people would like to see more of his Lego work, saying that he doesn't share much, but if people want him to, he will. Around a week later, he made his first post featuring a life-size Pikachu. From there, he went on to make Charmander, Eevee, Ditto, and so many others. Holder never specified the height, weight, or amount of pieces each build took to make, so unfortunately, I don't think we'll ever know. Nonetheless, he is an amazing Lego artist with a clear love for the bricks. Next up is a bit of a familiar face, but in Lego form. Okay, here's the build. Can you tell who it is? No? Goodness, I didn't think I was getting that old. This is the viral picture known as Bernie and his mittens in Lego form. This picture went absolutely viral back in January of 2021. So the people over at Ochre Jelly thought it'd be funny to recreate it, and boy were they right. This isn't the only time they've recreated a meme with Legos though. They've also made the woman yelling at a cat meme, the distracted boyfriend meme, and a few ideas of their own. They're definitely one of the more creative groups of people when it comes to Legos. The next build on our list requires just a little bit of context. A man by the name of Bjorn Richter had a vision in his head. He wanted to make a theme park dedicated to Legos, similar to Disney World. The original name was Miniland and featured some very intricate Lego builds for the time. As the years went on, Miniland kept getting more and more popular, and eventually, Bjorn wanted to up the stakes. Soon after, Miniland became the first ever Legoland theme park, located in Billund, Denmark. This theme park is home to some of the biggest Lego builds in history, holding world records in multiple categories. One of the most famous builds to date is Richter's recreation of Mount Rushmore, made entirely out of Legos. Just like the real one, Richter built the faces right into the side of a giant piece of rock. Although it may not be a mountain, it's still unbelievably impressive. The piece is over 35 feet tall and took 1.75 million bricks to make. But if you think that's crazy, just wait until you hear this one. Perhaps Richter's most famous build of all time, the Great Bison Hunt. This work of art is located in, you guessed it, Denmark, and it's over 100 feet in length. Bjorn had to use 2.5 million bricks to make this piece come to life, and it's safe to say it's one of the greatest custom builds of all time. Before Bjorn originally made Miniland, he had traveled to America and visited the West to see what it was all about. He ended up falling in love with it and dedicated many builds in Legoland to the Wild West of America. Along with Mount Rushmore and the Great Bison Hunt, he also made a massive Lego version of the Chief of the Lakota, Sitting Bull. The build is 40 feet tall and looks incredibly accurate to the picture it's depicting. Richter spent 2 years designing this build and used over 1.75 million Lego bricks to make it. Even after all these years, it's still the tallest Sitting Bull monument in existence, and I don't think anyone will ever be able to top that. Moving on from the Wild West, do you guys remember that fully functional Bugatti I talked about earlier? Well, it wasn't the only supercar made out of Legos. Up next is a McLaren Senna build, showcased on the official Lego YouTube channel. It's crazy just how accurate the Lego version of this car actually is. They got everything right, from the size of the car, every curve, every edge, just everything. I mean, look at it. This thing is perfect. Not only does it perfectly replicate the wing on the back of the car to a T, but it even has headlights in case you feel like going for a midnight drive. On top of that, it comes with working hazard lights in case you lose a brick or two. That's not all though. There's even a working screen just like in the real car. And in case you need to put it in reverse, this Lego supercar comes with a fully functional rear view camera. The wheels, tires, steering wheel, and driver's seat come from the original McLaren Senna, but the brake system is fully made with Legos. Oh, I almost forgot. Can't forget to talk about the stats. This build took about 400,000 bricks to create. It took a team of 10 people, roughly 2,725 hours to build to completion, and weighs 3,348 pounds. I don't know about you guys, but the Lego version might honestly be cooler than the original. I'd have to see them race to really find out. Anyways, coming up next is a duo from one of the most popular Lego franchises in history, Lego Star Wars. To celebrate Star Wars Day back in 2014, a man by the name of Dan Steininger traveled to Sydney, Australia to meet up with certified Lego professional Ryan McNaught. To celebrate the day, they started constructing a character to represent the light side of the Force and the dark side of the Force. These characters being none other than Darth Vader and Master Yoda. They set up in a small mall in Sydney and let anyone who wanted to partake in the building join in on the fun. It was a great way to celebrate May 4th, as well as build a little community in such a big city. The giant Darth Vader stood at 13 feet tall and took 225,000 bricks to build. The giant Yoda was about 9 feet tall, and when comparing the two next to each other, the giant Vader is definitely taller than the giant Yoda, just like he should be. Anyways, which of these realistic Lego pieces did you like the most? Comment it down below, and make sure to like the video and subscribe.